All right. Oh, I already know how to play Tartaglia. I have him. Right. Do they give him the Polar Star? They give him the Polar Star. They're trying to bait everyone to summon for him. And this weapon. Or if they have him, to get this weapon. But the weapon banner never goes well for anyone. And if it does, you're a lucky person. They give him 4-piece Hydro. I'm running that on him too. No Constellations. Level 9 because he has his passive. And level 8 Talents. Alright. Let's go. Let's see what the Polar Star is capable of. 3K, 4K, that's it. 5K, 3K, 4K. Do I have all the stacks yet? I don't even know how to check if I have all the stacks. I probably do. 5K. I'm critting like all the time because this weapon scales a crit rate. 2K, 4K. It's a lot of numbers. It's not huge numbers, but it's a lot of numbers.
Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Oh, right, increases burst damage too. Okay, that's a good run. So you think about Tartaglia, he's a great character. It's just, he's not among like Ganyu and Zhao or whatever, but he's a great character. He does what he needs to do. Okay, I understand now. Okay, so here's how you use this bow. I've been using it incorrectly the whole time. Okay, so in order to get all 4 stacks of the Ashen Nightstar, you need to do all of the above. You need to hit a normal attack, you need to hit a charge attack, you need to hit an elemental skill damage, and you need to hit a burst. That's how you get the 48% attack bonus. You need to do all 4 of the things. Because I just went from 1.7 to 1.8 doing normal and then hitting my elemental skill, which is Riptide. And I did a charge attack and now I have 1.9. So if I use my burst,
this is gonna hurt.
I have 2K. Alright, that's how this weapon works. Alright, okay, I understand now. Okay, so this weapon requires you to play specifically to do everything here. Now, whether that's good or not, I mean, for 48% attack, that's a lot. But in order to do, like, in order to get any of the stacks, right, you gotta proc literally everything. And you already do 2 of the stacks by going into your elemental skill and then attacking. Because you're doing normal attack damage with, you know, your blades, that counts as normal attack damage. And when you proc Riptide, if you hit an enemy that's affected by Riptide, that procs Riptide Slash, and that's your elemental skill damage. That's 2 stacks. If you charge attack with your blades, that's 3 stacks, and then when you hit a burst, that's 4 stacks. Now, you don't have to go in that order, but as long as you do those 4 things, you're gonna have 2K attack. This bow gives you the attack of using the rust, but while also giving you crit rate and high base attack because it's a 5-star weapon. And then it gives you that innate elemental skill, elemental burst damage. So if you play this weapon right, it's really good. But if you don't play it right, and you start, you know, attacking with him and then realizing, oh, wait, this attack buff isn't even that good. Do your math again, because it just took me a while to figure this out. I'm here thinking that the Polar Star might actually not be worth pulling for, because it only increased your attack by 100. But then I realized I just wasn't playing it right. So you have to get all 4 stacks by doing all 4 different things. And when you're playing Tartaglia, you need to note down that you need to do all of these things in order to be able to, you know, get all the stacks. Now, your charge attack, it doesn't have to be in the melee stance. It could just be you shooting your bow. So the only thing that his elemental skill damage is Riptide. When Riptide Flash doesn't count as elemental skill damage. Riptide Slash does. The thing about Tartaglia is that, you know, the way he attacks an enemy, different effects occur, and he's a little bit of a complicated character to play if you don't understand how Riptide works. So just know that when you're shooting your charge shot at someone, you're affecting them with Riptide. That counts as charge shot damage, but the bouts of damage that are done, like on someone that's affected by Riptide Flash, that doesn't count as elemental skill damage. That is just your, you know, it's some side-by-side damage. The charge shot does count as, you know, charge attack. But when you normal attack, that gives you a stack too. That's just you either left-clicking with your bow or left-clicking in your melee stance. That's normal attack damage. Your elemental skill damage is going to be when you're in your blade stance and you're hitting someone affected by Riptide. When you hit someone affected by Riptide, they get affected by Riptide Slash, and that does elemental skill damage. So that's how you get that, and then your burst, you know how to use your burst. Use your burst either in your bow stance to get your energy back and do some quick damage, or use it in your melee stance to do the most damage, but you don't get your energy back from that. So that's how you play this bow. It's actually really, it's not at first it was complicated because I was trying to figure out how the hell you get all the stacks of this, and I just wasn't playing Tartaglia properly enough to, you know, get all the stacks. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna do another test run. But this time, I'm gonna like get all the stacks and I'm gonna keep doing damage and see how much damage I do because of it. Here we go.
Stop Riptide!
Okay. Also keep in mind that each what do you call it? Each stack of the Ashen Nightstar has its own independent cooldown.
Shouldn't let your guard down.
Wow, he got out of his shield instantly.
Who's next?
Now, did I end off? Okay, I ended off with full stacks. The way you play Tartaglia now is going to be a little bit different than how you've been doing it before. If you're going to get this weapon. For the people who don't throw charge attacks with Tartaglia, you're going to have to now if you want this bow. Because that's how you get one of the stacks of Ashen Nightstar. And it's definitely going to feel worth it. Because I go from 1.7 attack to 2k attack without having attack as a percentage on my weapon. Instead, it's just the effect of the weapon. And Tartaglia is able to do all of these stacks pretty easily because he's him. You know, I can't think of any other bow character that could do it this easy. If you want to get the Polar Star, then you just need to understand how to get all 4 stacks and play Tartaglia in that way. It might feel a little bit different if, you know, you're charge attacking in your melee stance for the first time or charge shotting your bow to start fights and stuff like that. Tartaglia is just built that way. So, you know, you can play him. He's one of the most different playstyled characters in the game. And I couldn't have said that in a worser English. And look at me making up words now. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys learned something new today. I don't really do tutorial videos that much, or it's not really a tutorial, it's just more of a first impression and info, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, if you guys enjoy, be sure to leave a like, comment down below. If you're a Tartaglia main, let me know in the comment section. I'll heart the comment instantly. You know, Tartaglia is kind of one of the underrated characters. I'm not saying that people say he's bad. It's just that he's a little bit underrated because there are characters that people think are better than him. So if you do main Tartaglia, you're cool. Just remember that. All right, see ya. Peace.
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me.